Ladies and gentlemen, things are looking up for the New England Patriots. They are sitting at a very pretty 5-2. Drake May is absolutely balling out, leading in a bunch of different statistical categories across the NFL, just not the AFC, but the NFC as well. People on the offensive side of the ball are balling out, defensive side of the ball doing the same thing. And not only that, but they are cashing in. They are cashing in on people's mistakes. And you know what? We're going to talk about it. Let's do it. My name is Aaron. You guys know on the daily, I'm talking Patriots content. So all you got to do, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like button because I know you're going to like it. So first and foremost, at this point in the season, 7 games in, I'm just off the bat, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. We talked the other day, hey, who has been your favorite player to watch thus far? I want to get a little more specific. Who has been your favorite new player, new to the team this year to watch for the New England Patriots? Comment below to start the episode. So we're going to jump right into it this episode. Not only are we going to be talking about this huge fumble by this other team, but we're also going to be jumping into a couple other things, obviously Patriots related, so don't miss out. First and foremost, the Los Angeles, I always want to say San Diego. Always want to say San Diego. It feels weird saying, I just feel like LA doesn't deserve 2 teams. I just don't feel like they do. But anyways, the Los Angeles Chargers absolutely fumbled this whole Caleb Murphy debacle. Let me explain. So Caleb Murphy, a younger, people would say standout edge rusher. I would compare him to Elijah Ponder, and the reason I say that is this: he's a young potential edge rusher that has the intangibles, has the talent, but has to be developed. I think that's the biggest thing. What the Chargers ended up doing is they got Khalil Mack back and Denzel Perryman back, and they said, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna waive Caleb Murphy." Now you might be saying, "Okay, well, what's the big deal?" We're talking, 2 guys that have quite a bit of experience, and so what's the big deal? Well, here's the big deal: is one, Caleb Murphy, maybe not contributing huge as an edge rusher, but on special teams was contributing quite a bit. One good thing for the Patriots is, hey, you get a guy who can come in and be a depth piece as an edge rusher, but as well help on special teams. We know Charles Woods has been out, and that's been one of those things where we picked him up, who could be a depth piece at cornerback, which we desperately need, but also can contribute on special teams, which is good. So it's nice to know that Caleb Murphy can do that as well. He's young and can be able to be developed. But the other thing is this: Bud Dupree, a veteran edge rusher in the league, been in the league for a long time, older guy. And I will tell you this: Mack, Perryman, and Dupree, all older guys, all in their early 30s. Well, Mack is in his mid-30s. But you look at this, and a lot of people, this right here, this article that we are looking at is literally a Chargers syndicate. They are talking about the Chargers and how this was an absolute fumble and how they should have released Dupree and not release Murphy. Murphy had a much higher ceiling than Dupree did, and a lot of the speculation is that Harbaugh prioritized loyalty over building the roster, all these different things, and so I think a lot of Chargers fans were just kind of flabbergasted. They could not believe it. But that is where the New England Patriots swoop in, and you better believe it, Mike Vrabel has a connection to Caleb Murphy, because guess what? He coached him in 2023 with the Tennessee Titans. He absolutely came in, swooped in, and said, "Hey, welcome to the New England Patriots. We're throwing you in, and we're throwing you on this roster, filling out that 53-man roster. Welcome to Foxborough, baby." So again, the Patriots making a smart move, the front office making a smart move. Mike Vrabel always says, what can we do? What value can we add to this team? That is what we'll look at. Trades. We'll look at all these different things. But the whole idea is to make this roster better. Caleb Murphy is making this roster better. Am I saying he's going to go in there and be a starter? No, not what I'm saying. We're looking at a depth piece. We're looking at a piece that can be developed. And we're looking at someone who can come in right away, contribute on special teams. So Comment below. First and foremost, what do you think about this signing? Are you excited for it? Are you not? What are your thoughts on what the Chargers did? To me, it seems like they made a interesting move. Now, a lot of people would say, well, they had a contract extension with Dupree, but if you go look at it, it's not like it was, I believe, $2.75 million guaranteed. So it's not like, like us going out there and dropping Stephon Diggs, in eating however much, 20 some million dollars in guaranteed money. It wouldn't have been the end of the world. But again, it's another example, Charger fans are saying, of Harbaugh looking at prioritizing loyalty over building a roster. So again, take that as you will. Some people respect the loyalty aspect, but again, we have to look at it as a business. So comment below, tell me what you think. I think there's certain things that, sure, I obviously loyalty is important, but especially for a team that's trying to go out there and be competitive, and a team that was supposed to be able to really compete in their division who hasn't been doing great, it's kind of an interesting move, and I would say a fumble on their part and a huge cashing in offer move by the New England Patriots. So comment below, tell me what you think. Now, you're going to laugh at me for this next part because, again, one, I know a little too much about football, but Caleb Murphy is coming to us he went to Grand Valley State University, which is where my father went, where my brother went, and then he transferred to Ferris State, two-time national championship, and he holds the NCAA record for sacks in a year, which I believe is 25.5. I have a student, if you didn't know, I teach high school PE. I have a student who plays football at Ferris State. He was on one of those national championship wins, an absolute baller. And so it's cool to see a Division II team getting some love. If you didn't know, Matthew Judon was from Grand Valley. So the West Michigan Division II football, it runs deep, baby. It runs deep. And so it's really cool to see that. And it's, I mean, as someone who likes the Patriots, it's fun to see a guy that is from Michigan, went to one of these local, smaller Division II schools, and now is in the big league. So I'm rooting for him. I am. You better believe it. I'm rooting for him. So you love to see it. But just a great move. Again, you look at his stats right here. It's not anything to write home about, but again, a bigger contributor when it comes to special teams. He does have a half sack this year, so we're looking at a depth piece. Again, a Elijah Ponder type deal, a guy that you take in and you say, hey, we're gonna look at developing this guy on the edge, and he can add value to special teams. So again, comment below, tell us what you think. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a great offer for you. Hear me out. Honey, please make sure you unclog the toilet that your son flushed a stuffed animal down. Love you. Have a great day. This is not the right read. Hold on a second. Let me, boom, here we go. Let's start over from the top. Ladies and gentlemen, do I have an offer for you? I have just teamed up with DraftKings to offer you this great promotion. Here you go. New customers, bet $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. It's simple. $5, not a ton of money. Turn that into $300. All you got to do, sign up using promo code STP, download the DraftKings app, and don't miss out. It's as simple as that. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or read the description below. This is kind of random, but I found this on Twitter. I would play it, but every time I play it, the NFL absolutely comes after me with their pitchforks and everything, and they say, you better not be playing our stuff without our consent. And I'm like, bro, I'm just a PE teacher. I just want to talk football and show your videos, but don't arrest me. But anyways, this is really funny. Caleb Murphy was replaced on special teams. The red circle is who he's replaced by. Thule, I believe is his name. He absolutely misses his assignment, opens up his lane, and this thing is goes all the way. From what I remember, I would play it, but it was rough. It was rough. So Caleb Murphy, added value, special teams, depth piece. What do you think? Comment below. Now, I would talk to you lastly, about this very interesting, let me see. Why is it not loading for me? This very interesting move that the Patriots could potentially make. And that would be Tyler Lockett. And I will say this off the bat, unless you can get him for dirt cheap, I don't see the move. And the reason I say that, just like we talked about Kyle Williams the other day and Efton Chisholm the other day, is these wide receivers are really coming into their own. Booty, Stephon Diggs, Pop Douglas, Mac Hollins. I don't think we need to add, especially, I know this sounds bad, all respect to Tyler Lockett. I don't think we need to add a guy like Tyler Lockett. I could be wrong. You can be saying I'm stupid. That's fine. But I don't see it. I don't think it's a necessity. He asked to be released from the Titans after the butt whooping that the Patriots gave him. But I just don't see it as a good move for the Patriots. I don't think it's a necessary move moving forward. Again, if Mike Vrabel came out, if this front office came out and said this is a much needed added value to our team, and that's what they thought was the best direction, then sure, I would say yes. But my guess is it's probably not. It's probably not an added value. And again, I could be wrong, but it just doesn't seem like it would be the best fit, especially when our wide receivers are starting to get into their groove. Things, they're popping off. It's looking great. And so he asked for his own release, which I get. Like, hey, I want to go play football. I don't want to play on a bogus team like the Tennessee Titans. And so it'll be interesting to see moving forward what happens. Now, I've seen other projections that he could land with even the Bills, which would be interesting. Remember, they didn't take back Amari Cooper, and then Amari Cooper ended up going with the Raiders, and then he said, you know what, I'm actually retiring because I just don't got it anymore. Or, I've seen as well the Atlanta Falcons. You saw, or sorry, not the Atlanta Falcons, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You saw Mike Evans last night, which was unfortunate. So you never know. I've seen the Browns, the Giants. There's multiple teams that I'm sure they will take a chance on Tyler Lockett. I just don't think the New England Patriots need to. Last year, I would have told you, yes, throw your hat in the ring, see what happens. This year, not feeling it. So comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Anything from Caleb Murphy to Tyler Lockett. Would love to talk football. Comment below. If you like the video, hit the like button on your way out as well. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on daily content. I appreciate every single one of you. Go Pats. We'll talk later. Peace.